Fantastic. All right, we are live. Episode 2 of Varsity Podcast. Last week went, I think, surprisingly well, which was kind of concerning because when you start things on a high note, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to follow up. Our podcast guest was awesome, Zan. Shout out Zan. If you are watching, he follows us on Instagram now, so maybe. Anyway, it is episode 2. We're about ready to start dancing here as the brackets were revealed yesterday. Today is Monday, March 14th, 2022. Exciting week for college sports. Probably one of the most exciting weeks all year. But before we get into basketball, we should probably go over, because we do want to be a college sports podcast, other things. I didn't think there was really much to talk about right now. I don't know if you guys have anything. I know we have NC State baseball that we got to get to because that's the team of the podcast. But other than that, anything?
They stink.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, so I didn't realize this. When we picked them, they were on a losing streak.
And then, a 4-game losing streak.
Yeah, and then they go win one against a school at some random school. And by the way, I think our guy, what's his name, Tommy White?
Yeah.
He was like 4 for 6 that game. So it was like, okay, maybe they're turning things around. Then they go play the number 3 team in the country, Notre Dame, get swept in 2 games there. We'll see. It's early in the season.
A lot of season.
Early. Yep.
Plenty of game left to be played. So hopefully they're just having their early season skid here, and we'll just have to see. All right. Anything else though, other than NC State? I feel like this is mainly just going to be a basketball night.
I think so.
Yeah, all right. Probably.
So we got to go over what happened last week. Last week we made our championship week predictions, and combined we went 5 of 18.
Not bad.
Not going to say who did what. Okay, I mean, Beeve, congrats. You were 50%.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Adam,
appreciate it.
You were 33%.
Yeah.
Yep. I was 0 for 6.
What percent were you?
I believe that's 0%, but
that's a shame.
The math could be off. But I did say, I remember saying this. I said, if we're wrong, because we all picked Duke, and I said, if we're all right, we're just going to look like experts or geniuses, whatever I said. But I said, if we're all wrong, it's March, so we can't really predict these things. So I'm going to stand by that statement.
I'll give myself a half point. I did say Iowa. My sleeper pick was Iowa. I did end up going with
all right,
but
half pick. I mean, okay, fair enough.
Okay.
All right, fair enough. I guess if we're doing half points, yeah. I mean, it was a fun championship week. Obviously, Beeve, you had Kansas, Arizona, Villanova. Adam, you had Arizona and Villanova. Those obviously turned out to be pretty good picks. My Washington State pick didn't look good. My Texas pick didn't look good. Not a lot of picks. I mean, UConn was all right. They played Villanova tough. And then we had 3 of the same, Purdue, Kentucky, and Duke. None of those hit, and those I felt pretty good about. Those I thought I was going to go 3 for 6, to be honest.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So
I was confident in Duke and Kentucky.
Yeah. I mean, Duke, they're not playing anyone, but whatever. Shout out to
That's why I wasn't
Tech.
as confident in Purdue, just because the Big Ten's so deep.
Yeah, Big Ten. But it was.
I was confident in the other 2, though. I mean, I guess for Kentucky, I mean, Tennessee's on a roll right now. I'm sure we're going to get to them later. But
yeah, absolutely. I mean, the SEC is a tough conference to win. I thought Kentucky was going to step up. They didn't, but that's college basketball for you. That's March. Yeah, I mean, it was a fun week of games.
Yeah.
Providence goes down. We kind of all
wasn't too high on them.
Yeah, we said we weren't, and they went down pretty quickly in their conference tournament. So who knows? I mean, it's March. 1 seeds go down early. Illinois lost right away. It happens. All right. Anything else from any takeaways? I guess there was some pretty exciting mid-major stuff going on. Was Bryant? That happened after we recorded, right? I think that was
I think it was the day after.
Yeah, they were an exciting story. They have a play-in for a 16 seed, but I'm sure we'll talk about them in the play-in. I mean, they have the leading scorer in the country. They were exciting. UAB was another exciting team with Jelly Walker, who's been.
Jelly took over the weekend.
Yeah, he did. He really did. Yep. That triple overtime game where he scored like 40 points.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy stuff. So, I mean, there was some exciting mid-major stuff. And then Richmond clutching up to steal a bit away from a number of teams. But I guess ultimately it was Dayton because Dayton was the team that was the first one out. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but that's the team they stole the bid from, and just have to make it exciting. So, overall, pretty good week of basketball.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Great.
All right, so then yesterday, brackets came out, and we got this guy right here, bracket. Initial reactions, did we feel like any teams were snubbed? Like, was there a team that you were like, should have been in?
Texas
A&M. I thought A&M was going to get in.
A&M. They played a heck of a week last week, and they are in the NIT bracket somewhere in here. Yeah,
they're a 1 seed.
Yep, they're a 1 seed.
They are a 1 seed, yeah.
Playing Alcorn. Yeah, I mean, they are in a tough conference, made it all the way to the conference championship, and didn't quite win it, and so I guess they don't get in. What team would you say would you remove from this field?
I think we're all in consensus here, aren't we?
Yeah,
I thought that should be out.
I'm shocked that they were an outright 11 seed when you have like a team like Indiana that just beat them, that has a play-in for a 12 seed. Makes no sense whatsoever. I thought, if anything, those should have been flip-flopped. I'm trying to think. Like, Xavier probably wasn't going to get in. They kind of fell off. Oklahoma, there was talk about it, but they probably had to win their conference. Just trying to look here. Wake Forest was another one people were upset about.
Yeah, wow. If they would have won their first game in the ACC tournament, they lost. So.
Yep. So, I mean, it is what it is. I wasn't like too overly hurt by the field.
No. You could tell they respected the Big Ten though a lot.
Yep. Yeah, and I feel like
number 1 3 seed, which
they deserve a 3. Should we get into that now? Worst seedings.
Yeah, they should. They deserve a 3 seed, but Tennessee deserved a 2 seed, in my opinion.
100%. I think winning. So this is kind of a topic. These Sunday title games are not seeming like they're getting any sort of consideration.
Not really.
Iowa is a 5 seed after winning.
I think Iowa's a 5 is disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they throw certain things out the window. I'm looking here, like, okay, so we talked about it. Michigan shouldn't be an 11. Iowa shouldn't be a 5. Tennessee shouldn't be a 3. Different ways. Probably would have like Wisconsin a 4, honestly. I don't know. I mean, you can't be perfect. I felt like there were things that felt like they were obvious, but it's a committee. And it's tough because you have Tennessee at 3 in with Villanova and Arizona. That is like, you have 3 conference champions in the South. That sucks. Yeah. 3 teams that just won that conference tournament, and now they're going to have to face each other in some capacity. And then you have Illinois as the 4, who was a Big Ten regular season champion. So it's like, I wouldn't want to be in there, that's for sure. And Jelly Walker. So, yeah, I don't know. Anything else? I mean, there wasn't like.
I mean, if we're gonna just talk about seeding, I mean, I like Murray State being a 7, getting respect.
Yeah,
being 30-2 with one of those losses being against Auburn. I mean,
they had a heck of a season.
It's good to see some of these mid majors getting respect.
Yeah, definitely. San Francisco at a 10. I felt like that might have been a little generous, but WCC's not bad these days.
I mean, St. Mary's was a 5.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. St. Mary's a 5. I don't know. I mean, those might be generous. Davidson at 10, I could have seen them actually maybe being like a 9, but maybe they considered their loss. Who knows? I don't know.
I think the biggest rift was just Tennessee being a 3 and Duke staying at a 2, even though Duke lost to Virginia Tech.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Anything else? I feel like we covered a lot of teams there, and I felt like for the most part, bracket wasn't like horrible. But yeah, there were some things that you kind of question. But I also do like sometimes when teams get underseeded, overseeding, because it makes having upsets a little bit easier. And you don't want to have a bracket with no upsets. So that's kind of where that falls. All right. Let's just talk about the play-in then here, and then we can get going on making our own brackets. So let's just talk the 16 seeds first. We have a matchup between two teams from Texas Southern, Texas A&M Corpus Christi in Dayton, Ohio. It's Texas Southern's 18-12, Texas A&M Corpus Christi 23-11. I have no idea anything about either one of these teams.
Not really.
I was going to say the same
Texas
thing.
Southern's the betting favorite at -3.5.
I'm taking Corpus Christi. They have a better record. That's usually the only thing I go off of when looking at these 16 seed matchups. Doesn't really matter who wins. The winner is going to get destroyed by Kansas, I would assume. But, it's fun to look at, I guess.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Wright State Bryant, that one might be fun to watch because Bryant was kind of must-see TV last week.
Wright State's the favorite in that one, also. 3.
Are they? Okay. You going to go with Wright State or Bryant?
I'll go with Bryant.
Yeah. Just take the over and root for good basketball.
There we go. I love it. All right. Yeah. Fair enough. And then we have some intriguing matchups. We have 2 12 seeds, Wyoming and Indiana, and then Rutgers, Notre Dame for the 11 seed. I personally like both Big Ten teams.
I think Indiana's going to steamroll.
I agree. I think Wyoming might not be that bad of a team, but Indiana's
cooking.
They were pretty good beginning of the year, and then they took a really bad skid over the last few weeks. Then they got to the Big Ten tournament, playing for their season, and they got it done. So I don't know. I think they could be a little trouble in the tournament. So yeah, I like Indiana on that. And then Rutgers, Notre Dame. I don't know how they were the 2 seed in the ACC.
Yeah. I
don't know. But Rutgers has some marquee wins, and I think they're ready for the NCAA tournament here. So I'll rock with the Rutgers.
I'm rocking with the Big Ten.
All right.
You're going both Big Ten as well.
Sounds good. Okay, so we're going to step aside from the men's bracket for a little bit, and let's fill out a women's bracket together. We'll skip the play-ins because when you put them into ESPN.com, you don't have to put that in. But if we have a play-in winner, we'll just pick that line pick the spot rather than the team. So, all right. 1 versus 16 in the Greensboro region. It's South Carolina versus the winner of Howard in Incarnate Word.
Yeah.
Is that a school?
Yeah.
Barely.
Okay. Who you got? We going with the overall number 1 seed, South Carolina. This is our group bracket.
I think we have to.
Do you want me to share my screen?
Yeah.
That would be fantastic if you could.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
No.
Wow. Wow.
I don't know how this works.
Oh, I think I got it. Me neither, to be honest.
Oh, wait. Maybe I can look at layout. Oh. Nope.
No, Jim's just really big.
Yeah, well.
No. Oh, no. How do I go back?
What a scene.
No. Okay, well. Oh, here we go.
All right, maybe the sharing the screen thing isn't going to work tonight.
Boom. There we go. All right, we're not going to share a screen. Technical difficulties, it happens. We're episode 2. I think that makes for some fun content, I suppose. All right, so we're rolling with South Carolina.
Yep.
And we'll put the bracket out on Instagram or whatever.
Yeah.
So so the people can see it at home. And that'll be up after we are done with the episode. So not much to worry about there. All right. Miami, Florida, the 8 seed versus the 9 seed, South Florida.
Give me Miami.
Miami?
Let's go with the
I'm
Bulls.
Good with that. I feel like.
Let's go with the Bulls. Jim overrode me. We're going Miami.
We're going Miami.
Jim was good with Miami.
Okay. All right. North Carolina, SF Austin, 5-12 matchup.
Oh, the 5-12, huh?
Do you want me to say all the 5-12s first so we know them? Because we probably want to have at least one.
Yeah, well, let's do at least one.
Okay, so we have North Carolina, SF Austin, Virginia Tech, Florida Gulf Coast, Notre Dame, Massachusetts, and Oregon, Belmont.
I'm rocking with North Carolina. They beat Miami by 47 earlier in the year.
Do we still want
take
Miami?
North Carolina?
No, let's go South Florida. Let's go.
All
with
right,
the 9 seed.
South Florida.
Oh yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Wow. All right. And UNC here. All right. 4 seed Arizona, 13 seed UNLV. Was Arizona? They were good last year, right? Did they play Stanford for the title last year?
They lost by 6 to Stanford this year.
Okay.
They're 20-7 this year.
I'm good with Arizona here.
Yeah, same.
All right. Georgia versus the winner of a play-in, which is Dayton and DePaul. Georgia does suck at basketball on the men's side. Do you think that might carry over a little bit into the women's side here? Or do you think UGA will get it done on the women's side to make up for the men's side?
Let's go with the 11 seed.
We'll go with that. You good with that,
Why
Adam?
not? Let's go with the 11 seed.
All right.
Rocket.
Sure.
I feel like those play-ins are always pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
All right. 3 seed Iowa State, 14 seed UT Arlington.
Arlington did beat South Florida by 5 this year.
Oh.
But Iowa State's a 3 seed. They got to be pretty good.
Yeah. Let's rock with that.
Yeah, just go
Iowa State. I mean, we can have some upsets, but I feel like first region, we don't want to get too upset happy. 7 Colorado, 10 Creighton. Creighton's got better uniforms, I think.
I like their logo, too. Let's go with it.
Good with that, Adam?
Yeah, I've been to Omaha once. It was a good time.
Okay. Solid.
Rocking with Iowa. No one's stopping.
Yeah, I'm good
Iowa.
with that. I have them.
I think we all have feelings about Iowa.
The Final Four, so.
Yep.
All right. 1-seeded Haley Van Lith and Louisville taking on 16-seed Albany.
Let's go Louisville.
Louisville. All right. 8-seed Nebraska, 9-seed Gonzaga.
Give me Nebraska. They put up 78.5 points a game.
All right.
Sounds
I'm
good
with
to me.
that.
They're shooting the ball.
Yeah, I feel like Gonzaga can't be dominating both the men's and women's tournaments, right?
No.
All right. 5-seed Oregon, 12-seed Belmont. We've got another 5-12.
Give me the Bears.
All right. Okay. Bruins?
Bruins, same thing.
Yeah. Well, their logo's a bear.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. All right. Tennessee, Buffalo, 4-seed Tennessee, 13-seed Buffalo.
Tennessee.
Tennessee? Okay.
They got a good program, don't they? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do.
Yep.
They're
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's true. You got to think about that. It's about the program.
The culture.
Yep. 6 seed BYU, 11 seed Villanova. I did get to watch BYU play this year.
BYU's only lost 3 games.
I did watch them play Fresno State, and BYU looked pretty good. So,
yeah, move BYU along.
Yeah.
Yep.
They have someone on their team that was really good. I just remember they had a girl that was balling. 3 seed Michigan, 14 seed American.
You mean Michigan?
Yeah, I feel like the Michigan women's coach is probably more respectful, so we'll rock with her. 7 seed Ole Miss, 10 seed South Dakota. This one's a toss-up, I feel like. Pretty even.
Just beat Creighton by 2.
Who did?
South Dakota.
Oh, we have Creighton.
I think we might have to go with South Dakota here.
All right, we'll do it.
That Creighton win, it's big.
That's huge. That's huge for the program. 2 seed Baylor.
Now you give me the Bears.
All right.
Are you sure they're not the Bruins?
All right. Other side of the bracket, we have that was the Wichita region. Now we have the Spokane region with number 1 seeded Stanford taking on 16 seed Montana State.
Stanford.
Yeah. I was writing them in. I wasn't going to, even if you guys went 2 out of 3, I'm taking the 1 seed every time here. Okay. Kansas, 8 seed versus 9 seed Georgia Tech. I kind of like Tech here, honestly. I don't know about you guys. Because I feel like, again, if the men's team is really dominant, I feel like the women's team isn't going to be as dominant, right? I mean, maybe Baylor, I guess. I'm eating my words already, but what do you guys like here?
I'll take Georgia Tech.
Adam, you good with that?
Sure.
All right.
8 and 9s are normally toss-ups anyways. Might as well.
We did have the 12 already, but another 5-12 is Virginia Tech versus Florida Gulf Coast.
Florida Gulf Coast.
All right.
They've lost 2. They're 29-2. What are we talking about here?
All right. I'm sold on it. All right. 4 seed Maryland, 13 seed Delaware.
Maryland.
I feel like we like the Big Ten here, right?
Sure do.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of Big Ten, it's Ohio State versus a play-in in the 11th spot, Missouri State and Florida State.
Florida State.
Conflict of interest for Beeve. He's saying Florida State. He's saying he likes the play-in, Adam.
Ohio State beat Iowa this year at Iowa.
That's ludicrous.
I think we got to give Beeve his team, though.
All right, fair enough.
Nah, take Ohio State. They beat Iowa in Iowa. No, they beat Iowa in Iowa. Just take them. Take the Big Ten.
When's this playing game?
16th and 17th. I don't know.
So it's Thursday.
March 17th at 8 p.m.
Are we going?
If Florida State loses, I'm switching my pick to Ohio State.
Okay. That's fair.
All right, so we're going to write Florida State right here. And if they lose, we'll do a little
asterisk. It turns to Ohio State.
Okay.
Yeah.
LSU and Jackson State.
LSU.
Okay. Fair enough.
Once again, shout out LSU.
Wrong sport, but
shout out LSU.
All right. Utah, Arkansas.
I think we shoot with the 7 seed here. We've already picked 2 10s.
Yeah, we picked 2 10s. Utah.
Then Texas.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. Longwood, they're in the girls' tournament too.
Longwood versus Mount St. Mary's. And
Longwood's got a program.
NC State. We got to rep NC State. They're killing us in baseball. They gotta help us out here, right?
I would hope so.
You better.
All right, then we got 8 seed Washington State, 9 seed Kansas. I was wrong about Washington State men's team, but maybe
you gotta be right about their women's team.
All right,
take them.
It is. We good with that?
Yes.
Fair enough.
State. Love it. They are in the NIT, though, so just letting you guys know when we do that.
We're doing the NIT too?
Of course. It's only 32 teams. It's a lot quicker.
Oh, okay.
5 seed Notre Dame, 12 seed Massachusetts. I will say Notre Dame has been a powerhouse.
Notre Dame has a program, and we've already picked 2 12 seeds, even though I would love to pick Massachusetts here. Got to go Notre Dame.
Okay. We all good with that, Adam?
Yeah.
Okay. Oklahoma versus Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis, IUPUI. Their men's team was looking for people to play. Does their women's team pull off the 13-4 upset?
No.
Okay.
Not a chance.
All right. We'll give it to Oklahoma then. All right. 6 seed Kentucky, 11 seed Princeton. How do we have 11 seeds?
Hey, Princeton beat Florida Gulf Coast. Princeton beat Florida Gulf Coast.
We rocking with them?
Yeah.
All right, they're smart, so they'll probably
Nah.
Yeah, they got that. They got basketball IQ.
Sure.
They got every IQ.
Yeah.
That's our third 11 seed we picked.
Hey,
that ain't no problem.
You can never have too many 11 seeds. All right, Indiana, Charlotte.
Indiana.
Rep the Big Ten. A battle for Florida. UCF, the 7 seed, taking on number 10 seed Florida.
UCF only gives up 47 points a game.
Okay. I like that then. Phoebe?
Sure. Go with it.
You heard battle for Florida and felt disrespected when I didn't have FSU in there. Hey, maybe we'll have an Elite 8 with FSU and Florida Gulf Coast. Who knows?
Yeah, terribly disrespected.
UConn, a 2 seed, versus Mercer. UConn, obviously a historic program. UConn? Yeah. You don't have
Mercer, a historic program at upsetting people.
That's true.
I believe
they were a 2-15 matchup that they pulled that off
beat
against Duke. But we'll rock.
I'm saying, Jim.
Mercer does like beating legendary coaches.
That's what I'm talking about, Jim.
No, we're rocking UConn.
That's a shame.
Okay. We'll go to the second round here. Let's just knock out some of these regions. So let's finish the Greensboro region.
All
South Carolina versus South Florida.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
South Carolina.
Okay. UNC Arizona.
Should we make this a battle of the Carolinas?
Heck yeah, we do.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Our play-in versus Iowa State.
Make it a battle of Iowa.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Beautiful.
Now we're thinking outside the box here.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Give me Iowa.
Yep, I like
and
Iowa.
Iowa versus South Carolina in the Elite 8.
Okay.
Caitlin Clark going to carry him to the Final Four?
I think she is.
I mean, I had that in my bracket, the exact same thing.
I think we go Iowa to the Final Four here.
All right.
Let's roll with it. Let's roll.
Okay. Love it. Louisville, Nebraska in the Wichita region.
Louisville.
Yeah, I like that.
Belmont it's the Battle of Tennessee.
Oh my gosh.
We set this up perfectly. Hey, little schools in the in-state games they put on, but Tennessee
just means more.
Is a good program. It does mean more.
It does.
Hey, they've been all these years they've been hearing Tennessee this, Tennessee that. Is this the year Belmont takes over? Yes. All right. Love it. Okay, BYU, Michigan.
It's in Ann Arbor. Give me Michigan.
Is it actually?
It is.
Okay. Otherwise, I would have rocked.
That's got to be an NCAA violation.
All right, South Dakota, Baylor.
Probably Baylor. They're playing in their home court as well.
Gotcha. Okay, Louisville, Belmont.
Tennessee's playing in Knoxville. What is this?
I think that's.
Louisville's playing in Louisville.
I don't love it, but they get home court.
I think Belmont's luck runs out.
All right, I agree. Michigan Baylor.
They played each other already this year. Michigan won by 6.
All right, so Baylor has to win. Baylor's getting revenge.
You think?
Yeah.
Revenge game.
All right.
Revenge game.
All right. Louisville Baylor. We already took the 2 seed in the Greensboro region.
Louisville's taking it home.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I love that. So far, we have the exact same 2 Final Fours that I had. So
Awesome.
I'm liking this so far. All right. Spokane region. Stanford, Georgia Tech.
Stanford
won it all last year, I believe. So I like that. They got championship experience, right? They did win last year. Or did Arizona win?
No clue.
I watched the game. I don't know how I don't remember.
Stanford won by 1.
Okay, yeah. It was a good game. I remember that. Okay. Dunk City versus Maryland.
It's being played in College Park. Give me Maryland.
All right.
Hey, the fans show up. Basketball team doesn't make the tournament. So.
All right. Florida State, LSU.
LSU.
Wow. That was quick. All right. Utah, Texas.
Texas.
Yeah. Okay. Top 4 seeds advance.
They're playing it in Austin. I mean, come on.
Don't love that, but okay.
They're playing it in Austin. I mean,
do we have? Okay, we have 1 non-top 4 seed. Okay, that's good to know. So
2, North Carolina.
I thought they were. Oh, they're the 5. Okay, I stand corrected. All right, fair enough then.
I need to go grab my charger. My battery is just draining right now.
All right. You do that. We're gonna.
Yeah, you
finish.
You
actually,
keep
we gotta
moving.
finish the Spokane region.
You keep it moving.
Yep. Stanford, Maryland.
Stanford.
Okay, I like that. LSU, Texas.
You think LSU can pull it off? Or
I agree.
Okay. And then probably Stanford.
You think?
Back to back, they're going for the title run.
It's always tough to follow up.
Oh. Give me LSU.
All right, I like it. I have them. We're just recreating my bracket at this point.
Fair enough.
No, I'm just kidding. But all right, Bridgeport region, NC State, Washington State.
Probably NC State.
Yeah. Notre Dame, Oklahoma.
Notre Dame.
Okay. Princeton, Indiana. Indiana, right?
Yeah.
Or is Princeton going to outsmart them?
No, not this time.
Not this time. Okay. UCF, UConn. I like UConn here. Yep. I feel like they're kind of sitting back this year. Maybe they feel a little like they're going under the radar. So I like UConn in that. All right. We have LSU in the Final Four, Beef. Just letting you know.
I love that.
Perfect. We figured you would. Okay. NC State, Notre Dame.
They did play each other this year.
Who won?
NC State lost by 3.
Ooh.
Do they lose twice in 1 year to Notre? I mean, could be like Notre Dame's been such a good program for so long.
Yep, Notre Dame, UConn, Elite 8.
All right, I like that.
Like
then
that.
UConn advances to the Final Four.
UConn?
Completely agree.
Love it.
I think it's
Is this where Iowa's road comes to an end, or does Caitlin Clark continue her dominance?
I think it comes to an end.
All right.
That's a shame.
I like that. So are we getting a
Iowa or Louisville?
UConn or LSU
so.
here?
I think UConn.
Van Lith versus what's it? How do you pronounce it?
Paige Buchers.
Buchers is it? Okay.
They did play each other this year. It was a 5-point game at UConn, and Louisville won.
And this is in Minneapolis.
I was gonna say Louisville wins, but
hold up though.
Mm-hmm.
Minneapolis, isn't that where Buchers is from?
Thanks.
Homecoming game. She's dropping a 60 piece.
That makes it tough.
That's a 60 piece.
She did go to Hopkins High School.
Where's that? That's
Minnesota. It's
in Minnesota.
So it's a homecoming game. Oh,
I think UConn wins. Everyone's sleeping on
we're
them
giving
as
our
a
bracket to
team.
UConn. I love it. That's the most like guys.
Basic.
Yeah, I mean, all right. That's the bracket.
That's perfect. It's a perfect
I
bracket.
kind of love it for this podcast.
It's perfect.
All right. Let's move on to the NIT. This one will go way faster. Okay, so 1 seed Dayton
Give me Dayton.
in Toledo. 1 seed in the whole tournament. They're playing in Toledo against
Yeah,
Toledo.
because the play-in game's at their stadium, so they can't play there.
Yeah.
Give
For
me
the
Dayton.
big dance is there, so
Dayton.
Yeah.
Dayton.
Okay.
Yep.
Vanderbilt hosting Belmont.
Give me Belmont.
All right, I like that. 3 seed Florida hosting Iona.
Give me Iona.
I could see Iona making a run.
Florida's just lost their head coach.
Yeah, that's true. Are they even going to play? They might be a no-show. Who
Give me
knows?
Xavier over
Maybe.
Cleveland State.
Xavier over Cleveland State. All right. Oklahoma, Missouri State in Oklahoma.
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 All right. Colorado hosting St. Bonaventure. I think
That's a good game.
I think St. Bonaventure, weren't they ranked at one point this year?
Give me him.
I like it.
Sure. Colorado will be there as well.
Colorado's coming off a tough run in the Pac-12. They're not excited to go play in the NIT.
That's true. That's very true.
Give me Virginia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tony.
Virginia, maybe they're like, hey, we can make up for all this with an NIT title. All right, and then North Texas versus Texas State in North Texas.
I like North Texas.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay. Now SMU and Nichols.
Ooh, the Nichols gave Badger a good test this year, but in the end, SMU's going to pull it off.
All right. Washington State versus Santa Clara.
I'll leave
Washington
this one.
State.
Could this be where Washington State turns things around?
Yep.
This is what you meant, but this is the bigger tournament to win, Jim.
Yeah, I mean, they purposely didn't get the auto bid because they
Just
knew
so
they could win the
NIT.
NIT.
Yes.
I respect it.
The most prestigious.
I think, wasn't it for like 2 years, like when they first, I don't know. I'm not going to do a history lesson there. I think I heard that once. Could be complete BS. I don't know. All right, St. Louis versus UNI in St. Louis.
Give me the Billikens.
Yeah, they looked pretty decent in their conference tournament, I think.
Yeah.
And then they lost. But I think they had one game where they looked good. I could be wrong. All right, BYU hosting Long Beach State.
I'm going with BYU. Long Beach State was – that's who played Cal State, right? I think Cal State Fullerton.
It might have been. That sounds probably accurate. Oh, it would make
they were
sense, too,
supposed to-
geographically.
Yeah, they were the number 1 seed. They're coming off a tough 1-point loss to Cal State. They're not excited to go play in the NIT.
Yeah, that's true. They probably thought they were dancing, and here they are in the NIT heading to BYU, Utah.
Yeah, give me BYU.
Okay. All right. Texas A&M, Alcorn. A&M's
This is
probably
tough.
pissed.
I think it's Texas A&M, but are they coming out mad or are they coming out?
Because here's the thing. Here's what I will say. They missed the tournament, and they probably felt like they deserved to be in. Do they want an NIT banner hanging in their stadium?
That's what I'm saying.
But they probably don't want to lose to Alcorn, because then it's all like you lose your credibility. So we should probably give it first round. But that could play a factor late in the tournament. Like they might get to like the final and be like, we don't want this banner in our stadium. I don't know. Utah State. And then Oregon. Oregon, I believe, was Beav's dark horse if Arizona didn't win.
Give me Oregon in March.
Fair enough.
Sure.
I think. Wait. Yeah, and yours was Colorado, Adam. So all of our.
Yeah.
But you guys actually picked Arizona, unlike me. I'm like, oh. Whatever. All right. VCU and Princeton. Princeton. Heartbreaking loss to Yale. They were the favorites. They are pretty smart.
Princeton. Let's go Princeton.
All right. And sometimes it's just about calculating your plays a little bit. All right. Wake Forest, Towson.
Wake Forest.
Wait.
All right, I like that. All right, Dayton Belmont.
Dayton.
That would probably be played in Dayton. Dayton.
Yeah.
Okay. Iona Xavier. I kind of like Iona.
Give me Iona. Yeah.
I feel like they could make a. This seems like the type of run that Patino is going to have his guys ready for. It's like, oh, NIT Final Four or something. Dayton Iona. Do we think? Do we
Iona.
Yeah, I like that. They get by the Flyers there. All right, Oklahoma versus St. Bonaventure.
Oklahoma.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. Virginia, North Texas. Virginia, Oklahoma. That's a tough one. I kind of like Oklahoma, but
yeah.
Oklahoma's had some decent wins, I feel like.
Yeah,
Virginia just hasn't. We're good with that then?
Yep.
All right. SMU, Washington State.
The Cougars.
All right.
Yup.
You said it, not me. Love it, though. BYU, St. Louis. This one's tough.
The Cougars.
Yeah.
Okay. Love it. And then A&M, Oregon. Ooh, that could be a fun game.
Could
A&M.
be. A&M, though.
A&M. All right. Texas, A&M. All right. Princeton, Wake Forest.
Wake Forest.
Yeah.
Good with that. All right. And then, all right. Then Wake Forest, Texas A&M. I'd say probably A&M, right? It's got to be.
Yeah.
Sure.
You don't seem so convinced there.
Not totally, but we can ride with it.
All right. Washington State, BYU.
The Cougars.
That doesn't help.
Give me BYU.
Okay. All right. Okay. Iona, Oklahoma.
It's in Madison Square Garden.
It is.
Oh, it's an easy pick then.
Give me
Are we
Iona.
going Iona then?
Sure are.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. BYU, Texas A&M.
Leave your call.
Oh, why? Let's ride with the Cougars. Why not?
Okay. I think this is an easy.
Iona's cutting down the nets.
All right.
You're damn right they are.
I love it. That makes the most sense, I feel like. All right. And that's also like a perfect NIT bracket. Okay.
On to the big dance.
We're on. Okay. So
Let's do it.
those kind of took a decent amount of time, but that's all right.
We can, we don't need to analyze all.
We're good. I mean, I'm good on time as long as you guys are. It's not like we're in a rush. But, all right. We talked about the play-in, so let's get straight to the West region. One-seeded Gonzaga taking on Georgia State.
Gonzaga.
You sure?
No, but we'll rock with it.
Yeah, I like Gonzaga here. Boise State, Memphis. This is a game that
I've gone back and forth on this one.
I have as well. So, again, remember, this is for the sake of the podcast, so I know you guys have your own picks. So, for the podcast bracket, what do you guys want?
Let's flip a coin for it.
All right, I'm good with that.
I got one. I did.
You got a coin? All right, so heads will be the better seed.
You want
that'll be Boise State, tails.
I got one.
Okay.
So who's calling it in the air?
Well, no. So Boise State is heads, Memphis
Boise's
is tails.
Boise's heads, Memphis is tails.
Is
that a tail?
I think.
Yeah, it's a tail.
Tails to me. All right, Memphis.
Yep.
All right, UConn, New Mexico State. I don't really.
I've seen some people like in New Mexico State here, but I like UConn.
There are some 5-12s that I think are potential for upset. This is not one of them.
Yeah, I like more 5-12s, more like I like UAB and maybe Wyoming, Indiana more than this one.
Okay, yeah, I feel like the style, like I feel like UConn is like truly like a 4 seed at heart. Not saying that they like deserve a 4 seed necessarily, but I feel like a lot of times 5 seeds get put in and they're like the team that's susceptible to the big upset. I'm just not feeling that with UConn. I feel like they're a good enough program that's not going to happen, but I've seen good programs in 5 lose to the 12. I guess it also depends who you're playing. If you're playing like a mid-major and you're like a Power 6 conference team, you're probably good if you're the 5. If it's a power versus power, sometimes that 12 seed's a little bit hotter. Anyway, I like UConn here.
Yeah, I do as well.
Okay. Arkansas, Vermont. This is an intriguing matchup to me. Arkansas has had some pretty good wins, and they've had some less desirable losses. Vermont, on paper, actually looks like a pretty decent team. It's a 4-13. They're not like the most uncommon upsets, but they're not nearly as common as your 5-12s. What are you guys thinking here? Again, this is for the podcast. You don't have to tell me what you have in your bracket.
I've been going back and forth on this one too. Yeah, but I've seen other 4-13s, and I'm liking like Illinois Chattanooga. I kind of find intriguing. I find South Dakota State Providence intriguing. So I'm not sure with these 4-13s they have me conflicted this year.
Some of these 4-13s feel more like 5-12s this year.
I'm with you, Jim. I'm seeing more upsets for the 13s than the 12s.
Potentially.
Let's go Arkansas.
You want to go Arkansas? Adam? You're looking on here in the distance like you got something in your hand.
I don't know. I've been back and forth, Jim. I'm not sure.
Vermont does have pretty decent cheese. I don't think Arkansas makes cheese.
Their nicknames are the Catamounts. That is so sick.
Okay, we're rocking Vermont.
Let's go. Let's ride with them. Let's ride with them.
I like Vermont, so I'm good with that. I like having upsets. I mean, this is the kind of bracket where we want. If we're on the fence, I feel like we'd throw out an upset.
Yeah, let's throw some upsets out there. Why
not? Bama versus the winner of Rutgers, Notre Dame.
If it's Rutgers, Rutgers wins. If Notre Dame beats Rutgers, I say Alabama.
That's where I'm at.
Okay,
so I'm not entirely sure. Do we think Rutgers handles Notre Dame? I mean,
Notre Dame's a one-point favorite, but
I would think they would.
Rutgers wins.
I would think Rutgers would handle Notre Dame.
Let's go the Rutgers Notre Dame slot then.
Okay, you good with that, Adam?
Yeah. Alabama lives and dies by the 3, and I don't.
They do, and they shoot it like 30% or something like that.
Yeah, and they
not great.
Shoot 30 times a game at least.
Yeah. I mean, they're totally volume, but they still don't shoot like that well. All right, Texas Tech, Montana State.
Texas Tech. I'm kind of high on them this year, if I'm being honest.
All right. Michigan State, Davidson. I am not super sold on Michigan State right now.
No, I picked Davidson.
Okay.
Davidson.
Buster Lawyer's got to get his revenge game on Michigan State after he transferred out of there.
Ooh, okay.
The storyline.
Yeah, love a good storyline. That is for sure.
And then
all right,
next one.
Coach K. Any of these games could be his final game here.
Not this one.
CSU Fullerton. You don't want to go out against them.
I'm picking Duke. My rooting interest is with Cal State Fullerton.
Absolutely. I think we're all in that same boat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't think Duke loses.
Yeah. Okay. Baylor, Norfolk State.
Baylor.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna. I shouldn't even ask with these ones, but you never know.
Yeah, never know.
North Carolina, Marquette.
North Carolina.
I like North Carolina.
Marquette doesn't rebound the ball extremely well.
Okay.
They don't play anyone like huge, and I think Armando Baycott's gonna eat them
all right
on this line.
5-12 here. St. Mary's versus the winner of Wyoming, Indiana. I like Indiana in this game.
Yeah, me too.
I do as well.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. St. Mary's isn't bad, but
yeah.
Indiana's
I don't know if it's just Big Ten
well.
bias but
I mean, it is a
don't know.
little bit, but when you see these teams play a lot,
but
you kind of realize what they're capable of, and when you see one as like a 12 seed in a play-in, you're kind of
like that run.
Yeah, and I also did see St. Mary's play this year, so a couple times actually. All right, UCLA Akron.
This is not where the 13 beats the 4. I'll get
this. Is not.
No, I think
this is my most confident of the 4 seeds.
Yeah, they're definitely.
Yep, my most confident there.
Texas, my pick to win their
not a chance. The Hokies are rolling, Jim.
Versus Virginia Tech. I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I have Texas losing in the first round in my bracket. Last year, I had them in the Final Four. They lost first round to did they lose to like SF Austin last year?
I'm not sure.
They lost to a purple team.
Yeah, they're purple.
ECU? I don't know.
I think it was SF Austin.
Yeah.
I don't know. Either way, I'm good with Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech's rolling.
I'm sick of
you
Texas,
have to.
But it does scare me because I'm like, the one time I don't pick Texas, they're going to.
It was Abilene Christian.
Oh, okay. They're purple?
Yep.
Also
they are
Texas,
purple, I believe.
Yes.
All right. Well, I knew it was. All right. I'm good with Virginia Tech here. They're hot.
Yep.
And Texas has let me down too many times. Plus, they're struggling, which is why it concerns me because I do think they could make a run just because of that. All right. Purdue versus Yale.
It's
Purdue.
Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty easy pick.
Auburn beat Yale by 22. St. Mary's beat Yale by 27. Seton Hall beat them by 36.
Yeah. Okay. Murray State versus San Francisco. I think this is an easy 7-10 to pick.
I got Murray State.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I think when you have two mid-majors playing in the in like the 7-10 matchup, it's a lot easier than when you have like a mid-major taking on a Power 6. So.
Like a Davidson, Michigan State kind
of. Yeah. Those are a lot tougher because you never know what to make of it. But two mid-majors, I feel like the better seed is going to win. Yep. All right, Kentucky versus St. Peter's. I think this is a very easy one.
Shout out St. Peter's Peacocks, though. Yeah. Shout out the Peacocks, I will say.
But yeah.
So, hold up.
It's
Kentucky.
Okay.
No, Jim, it's Kentucky. I just find their name awesome. Okay. The Peacocks.
We've seen some 2-15 upsets recently, so I didn't know. All right, Arizona versus the winner of Wright State and Bryant.
Arizona.
Yeah, I made the mistake of not picking them in the Pac-12. They're good. They're 31-3. Still don't know if they're going to win a national title, but I'm seeing them picked more than any team actually.
Over Gonzaga, even?
I had some programs on last night, and like I think there were 4 guys. 3 of them picked Arizona. 1 picked Gonzaga. They all had those 2 meeting in the finals. I don't know. I mean, I'm not super
bracket has Gonzaga over Arizona, but Arizona's in the final.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not super sold on them winning it all, but to their credit, they have been really good this year. First year head coach, so it's like it's tough sometimes, but they're doing really well. So
yeah.
All right, Seton Hall versus TCU. Seton Hall is in my 92-year-old grandmother's Final Four this year. I don't know why, but she.
I think we have to roll with Grandma then.
I guess. I mean,
have to.
TCU did get a visit from the Storm Chasers, and then a little pep talk, so they might have that on their side. But
Seton Hall has Grandma on her side, though.
I guess she could be the sister Jean of Seton Hall, even though she has no affiliation with them. She just liked saying that when I was.
I mean, I don't want to look ahead here, but I mean, whoever's winning this is probably going to lose to Arizona anyways.
I guess.
So let's give Grandma the sasatisfaction of putting Seton Hall through here.
All right. Well, shout out Nana.
Yep, shout out.
If you figure out how to use the internet and are watching this. All right. Houston versus Jelly Walker. It's the 5-12. UAB, Alabama Birmingham versus Houston. This is a 5-12 that I've seen a lot of people throw the 12 at. Jelly Walker's fun to root for. Yeah.
But I feel like it almost might be a trap because I think Houston's actually pretty decent.
I do as well. I wasn't super sold on them until they go and they won their conference tournament. And I was like, okay, maybe they can step up.
Like you said, I
feel like there's a lot of pressure on UAB now because Jelly Walker has kind of turned into this internet sensation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's a heck of a ball player. I watched him play a couple times this weekend. He was fun to watch. But I also do think Houston is not a bad 5 seed. And not that I really am loving the net ratings or whatever, but those formulas seem to love Houston.
They do. I did see. I think I saw the same. I think I saw the same thing you did, Jim, where it said they should have at least been a 4.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. I just thought that. But
it was something with analytics or some of the metrics that were saying they should have been at least a 4 or a 3 even.
Very favored by those things.
I think Houston, even though the whole Jelly story is cool, but I feel like a lot of people are falling into that trap.
Exactly. I think that's almost the issue with this is too many people are taking it as their 5-12. We do already have one 5-12, and I know we're not going to pick against Iowa.
No,
I don't think we're taking Richmond. So, we're good with Houston.
I'm fine rolling with Houston here.
So perhaps this podcast is kind of rooting against America here, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it a little bit. All right. Illinois, Chattanooga. Shout out Zan, our guest, huge Illinois fan. I saw in his bracket, by the way, he had them losing in the Sweet 16. He told us he felt like it was a special group this year, but I think maybe after the Big Ten tournament.
He must have thought otherwise after that game against Indiana.
Yeah, which is fair enough. Again, Zan, we know you follow us on Instagram now, which is awesome. So shout out to you if you are watching this. He was an awesome guest. But they're playing Chattanooga. Chattanooga hit that buzzer beater, correct?
Yeah,
they did.
They were kind of a solid team. They got a fun little story going. But are they realistically going to beat Illinois? No. Probably not. Yeah, I'm leaning towards
I want to say yeah, but probably not.
The thing is, so we saw this with Wisconsin, right? They had their hangover celebration game against Nebraska, and then that kind of carried over to Michigan State. Then we see it with Illinois. They had their hangover game in the Big Ten tournament against Indiana, but I do feel like they're going to have enough time, and now the Big Ten tournament was kind of meaningless. I felt in a way, for a team like the Badgers.
So many teams were already in.
Right, and the Badgers weren't going to move too much regardless, so it was kind of one of those things. It's they weren't. So my point is, I don't see a second hangover game for Illinois. I think they are good enough.
I think we pick Illinois here.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't be completely shocked.
I honestly probably would be shocked.
I wouldn't be completely shocked.
I had Illinois winning it all last year, and they lose in the second round to Loyola. My bracket last year was the worst thing ever, but all right. Colorado State versus Juwan Howard in Michigan. I feel like Michigan may win this, but just for the sake of this
podcast, we have to pick Colorado State for the sake of the podcast. Right? We have to.
Adam is quiet right now. Maybe he's thinking we should have an anti-podcast. We already have anti-UAB and we have Duke winning. So are we giving Michigan a Final Four run here? Is that what Adam's thinking?
Jinx Michigan.
What are you thinking?
If I was a betting man, I'm probably betting Michigan.
They're the favorite though.
Money line or spread?
They are favored?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they really?
Yeah. I believe. I believe they were favored. It might be even. It's either even or favored. I looked this morning. They have them.
Yeah, they're 2.5 point.
Yeah, that's okay. That's what I was thinking.
We can rock with Colorado State.
I mean, I'm not like sold on Colorado State at all.
These aren't our official picks. This is for the podcast.
Colorado State.
Michigan. Yeah, they don't deserve to be playing.
That's true.
But Michigan will make a Final Four run, and then it's going to be.
If Michigan makes the Final Four, I'm probably deleting the internet off my phone. Tennessee, Longwood.
Tennessee.
Yeah, that's quite easy.
Although shout out Longwood, they're this year's Oral Roberts.
Well, if you say that.
Oh no, not upset wise, just funny names.
Okay. Ohio State versus Loyola Chicago. Ohio State is struggling right now.
I got
Sister
Loyola.
Jean's got her squad in the dance again. Are they gonna make another
Probably
run?
Loyola.
Or we already have my grandma making a little run. Is she like taking all of Sister Jean's spark? I don't know.
Well, your grandma's run is done in the round of 32. So.
Okay, whoa. Fair enough. So we need Sister Jean in here. I'm not super sold on Ohio State, but they do have a good team, and they could pull in Indiana and start turning things around.
Well, it's not like Loyola Chicago was the best team in their conference this year either.
True.
I don't know. It's tough. It's hard because I like the Big Ten. So.
Yeah.
All right. Have we had a Big Ten team lose yet in the first round?
Michigan.
Oh yeah, duh.
But they're not deserving.
And Michigan State.
Yeah, I thought we. Oh yeah, we did. Okay. I was gonna say.
Know.
Let's give the Big Ten some more love then.
It's a toss-up. It could go either way. I mean, it's close. They're playing in Pennsylvania, so it's not far from Ohio.
And here's the other thing too. Ohio State lost first round last year in an embarrassment. So then, do they step it up this year? To like, is it like there could be like a thing like, hey, like let's not embarrass ourselves this year. Not that a 7-10 upset is that embarrassing.
The line is even in that game.
I hate these. Like I said, I hate mid majors against Power 6 in the 7-10. It's so hard to pick.
And then Villanova.
So who are we going with? Ohio State or Loyola? Let's flip a coin.
Yeah,
we did that earlier. I don't know why we didn't just do that.
Yeah,
so heads Ohio State, tails Loyola.
It's tails.
Loyola. All right.
Don't bet against the power of Christ.
Okay. Kansas.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not even gonna say the other two teams because. All right. San Diego State, Creighton. This could be a good game actually. This was another one of those coin toss.
This is one of those coin toss games for me as well, Jim. These 8-9s are always seem to be toss ups.
Yeah.
As they should be.
100%.
Nice comment, Beef.
So same thing. Heads would be San Diego State, tails Creighton.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh boy.
Tails.
Tails has not failed yet.
Oh
right.
man.
Coins
loving some upsets.
All right. Iowa, Richmond.
Iowa.
I don't even want to really discuss that. Iowa should roll through. All right. South Dakota State.
Rabbits. Give them to me.
You think? Okay.
That's why I think. I'm not sold on Providence.
Neither am I.
We were right about them in their conference tournament. So, all right. LSU, Iowa State in Milwaukee.
I like the 11
far
seed.
from Iowa State.
I've been liking Iowa State as well. Although shout out LSU.
Yeah,
shout out LSU again. But yeah, the coach firing is what's got me on Iowa State.
Yep, and I think they're going to travel really well to Milwaukee. So, Wisconsin, Colgate. Last year, I think I had Colgate upsetting Arkansas.
I had the same thing as you, Jim, because I remember in our bracket pool.
16 maybe.
Yep, in our bracket pool, we were the only two who picked Colgate.
And they almost pulled it off.
They almost did. I will say, though, this game for Wisconsin, I think, is going to be almost tougher than playing Iowa State, if I'm being honest.
Wow. See, I
still have Wisconsin.
I do as well.
I feel like this is almost tougher than playing Iowa State.
I think they got a very favorable draw.
I think so too.
I'd
think
rather
if they
play
can get
Colgate
past
than
Colgate,
Yale.
I think getting past Colgate, playing LSU or Iowa State, I can't see the Badgers losing to either of those teams.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Good with the Wisconsin, Adam?
Of course he is. Don't even ask it, Jim.
All right. USC versus Miami. This could be an interesting matchup. 7-10
Could be
again.
interesting, but I still am holding out a little bit of hope for USC. So
yeah,
I've got USC.
USC, Adam. What do you want? USC. All right. And then Auburn versus Jacksonville State, which we remember Jacksonville State is the team
that
got in
terrible
because of Bellarmine not being eligible. So, I mean, I'm ready.
Shout out the dude in our TikTok who corrected my pronunciation.
Yeah,
Appreciate
I mean,
that.
and I think based on his profile, he was like 60 something. Whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So, do you want to do the same thing as the women's and just break down the
go region by region?
Yeah,
for now?
let's do it. All right. So we got Auburn there. Okay.
Yep.
Gonzaga, Memphis. I really don't think this is much of a question. Memphis could give them trouble, but I like Gonzaga here.
Yep.
UConn, Vermont. I don't think Vermont's going to make a run. This is in Buffalo, which is interesting. It's geographically close to both teams.
Probably UConn.
Yeah.
How did Arkansas draw the Buffalo location? That's tough.
Rutgers versus Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
Yeah, I'm good with that too. I think it's tough too when you have a play-in. I mean, we've seen play-ins make the Final Four as recent as last year, but I think it is tough to pick them in your pool to go any further than round of 32. All right, Davidson Duke. This could be a really good game.
This is interesting. I think this is an interesting game.
Because Davidson is the type of team that Duke may struggle with, but at the same time, you have to think, is Coach K's last game really going to be a loss to Davidson?
It would be hysterical if that was the case.
The Battle of North Carolina.
Do we want to do it as a podcast? Do we want to or no?
I mean, we could. I really don't see it happening.
But it would be funny if it did.
It would be funny. I mean, it'd be fun to root for. So I'm good with that.
If we put Duke through to the next round, do you think they're going to beat Texas Tech? Exactly. Let's just knock them out now.
Well,
extra week of retirement for Coach K.
So, yeah, I mean, he could be golfing on the second weekend. He could book his tee time for the second weekend. Maybe he's got plans.
Yeah, shout out Rico.
So, are we going Davidson then?
You're damn right we are, Jim.
Maybe Steph Curry will play?
We might as well, because I wasn't going to put Duke past Texas Tech. So
I wasn't going to battle of the Curry brothers.
Oh, it is. It is. Steph's going
to win this. Steph is way better, so.
Steph's going to win this one.
All right, Davidson it is, I guess. Okay, Gonzaga, UConn.
Gonzaga, I think.
Yeah. I don't really see Gonzaga losing this. Yeah. Okay. Texas Tech, Davidson.
Texas Tech.
All right.
I mean, that's the reason I didn't pick Duke, because I wasn't even going to pick Duke over Texas Tech, in my opinion.
Fair enough. All right, and then Gonzaga, Texas Tech.
I think it's going to be tough.
Gonzaga,
Texas Tech played earlier this year, didn't they?
Gonzaga
what was the final of that?
Gonzaga won by 14.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be.
Probably Gonzaga. I mean.
Yeah. Where's the West? I mean, it doesn't really matter.
I feel like people are down on them again this year, and they're going to make their yearly Final Four run. And
yeah. I think they got a pretty favorable draw, honestly. So
I think
Gonzaga in the Final Four.
South.
All right.
Or West, sorry.
What in the West? Yeah.
Gonzaga from the West.
Yep. All right. East.
From the East. Baylor.
Yeah.
Baylor. I would be surprised if North Carolina makes it close, though.
This could be. I think this is the only 8-9 game that has a chance to beat the one. Because
I agree with that, Jim.
Baylor. I mean, they're good, but like They've lost
They're
guys
without
to
their leading
injuries.
scorer. Yeah.
I don't know.
I could see North Carolina doing it. Will I pick them? No.
Yeah, exactly.
Would I be surprised?
North Carolina's just been too inconsistent
terribly.
this year. They did start to turn things around a little bit as of late until they got to the ACC tournament. But yeah, I'm good with Baylor there.
I'm too.
Wyoming, Indiana. So I think we had Indiana versus UCLA. UCLA is pretty good. Indiana, you don't want to face right now. I want to say,
if I were a picking man, I'd probably go UCLA.
Okay. I just want to say
for the podcast, do we want to ride with the Big Ten? Not sure.
I would probably maybe take over Baylor for this, but we don't have to.
Take over Baylor?
Whoever we would have winning this game. One? We want to take UCLA? Yeah.
And then ride into the Elite Eight?
I'm good with that.
I'm fine with that.
Adam?
I don't know why, but I'm not confident in Baylor to reach the Final Four out of this region, especially when Kentucky's in here.
It's way too tough for them.
Especially when Kentucky's in here, I think Kentucky can beat them.
And Purdue. I mean, we can't just forget about Purdue. All right.
I'm not confident in Baylor right now.
Virginia Tech versus Purdue.
That could be a good game.
It actually might.
That could be a really good game.
And heck, Murray State, Kentucky is going to be a good game. Two teams from
this region's not half bad.
No, it's not. This could be
a pretty good region.
This could get dicey.
I was going to say, I feel like the chaos could happen in this region.
100%.
Especially if Baylor loses in the second round.
Yeah.
Purdue.
Purdue?
I think Purdue as well.
Okay. Murray State, Kentucky.
Battle of Kentucky.
Okay. Oh, Battle of Kentucky, you said.
But I think Kentucky.
I think Kentucky.
Okay. Then we have UCLA. All right. Purdue,
Kentucky is interesting because they both have big men that are big, very big.
They do.
But I think the guard play is much better at Kentucky. You have Jaden Ivey, don't get me wrong.
Yeah. And can I just say one thing about Purdue?
Yeah.
I think Zach Edey is the worst basketball player I've ever watched. He's good at what he does, but he is so unbelievably horribly coordinated.
Yeah.
It's hard to I get frustrated watching him play because he moves in slow motion. He just looks so he's not bad, but he is bad. You know,
it's Kentucky. Just Kentucky.
I'm good with that. Because people are saying, Oscar Ashibwe is going to have his work cut out for him with Purdue's bigs. I don't think he is. I think
Travion Williams would give him more of a.
Yeah. That's fair.
And then
all right.
UCLA,
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
I like that as well.
I think this is Kentucky's region.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they could. There are a lot of tough games for them, so they could fall. But I think.
That path is tough. Having to go through Murray State, Purdue.
Yeah, Murray State.
That is a tough path.
Going to be a really tough game, I think. Okay. So, Arizona, Seton Hall. We kind of already alluded to this.
Grandma. Not actually.
Okay.
Not actually. R.I.P. Grandma.
Oh my goodness, that was bad.
Grandma's Cinderella comes to an end.
She doesn't have them winning it all. She just has them in her Final Four. Just want that clear.
The podcast doesn't though, so sorry.
All right. Houston, Illinois.
This game can be really good too.
I want to say I think Illinois might be a better pick solely for the fact that UAB could give Houston trouble. So I think.
And Houston could be gone in the first round.
Right. And also, I think there was
I don't mind that
thing. I don't think Houston has any great wins this year. I could be wrong. But I feel like anytime they played a good team, they've lost.
Yeah, they lost to Alabama. Lost to
Wisconsin. Yeah.
They beat Oklahoma State, beat Oregon. They beat Memphis 1 out of 3 times. And
so Memphis is.
I actually don't like that.
Yeah. So Illinois.
Yeah, I'm good with Illinois, Jim.
Shout out, San.
Tennessee.
I told him we'd be, every time we talked about him, we'd be thinking of him. So
Tennessee's my pick here.
yeah. I don't think
high on Tennessee here.
And I think Tennessee beats Nova.
Okay, so we're having whoa. So we're having Nova over Sister Jean.
Oh, sorry.
That was a coin flip game for us. Yeah, move on.
All right, so then you have Tennessee and then Arizona or Illinois.
They played each other already. Arizona won at Illinois by 4.
Okay.
Is this what we're going with? Or is this,
I picked Illinois to win it all last year, and they really let me down.
Yeah, I know.
Did we all pick Illinois? I think all 3 of us did, didn't we?
I did.
I did. Yeah, we all did.
We should have told that to Zan. I just told him I did. I didn't realize all 3 of us did.
Well, Zan's team lost me some money last year, so.
Arizona.
Yeah.
You got Arizona, you said?
Yeah, Arizona.
All right, Arizona, Tennessee.
Stop.
Do we want to, Adam? I know you're high on Tennessee.
They played each other. Tennessee beat them by 4 at Tennessee.
I kind of want to, too, if I'm being honest.
Rocking with the SEC again? The ink is touching the paper.
What is your thoughts?
I'm good with that.
All right, Tennessee it is.
It's just a podcast, Jim. It's a podcast bracket. It's
Getting
not.
awfully close to my own bracket, but not a bad thing.
Do we have those first 3 Final Four teams? Are they your Final Four teams in your personal bracket?
I think they might be mine as well.
Jim,
I've only made one.
Jim, if I'm being honest, we're 3 for 3 on my personal Final Four teams.
I've only been through it once because I hate this bracket. It's too hard to pick.
All right, Kansas versus Creighton.
Kansas wins.
Kansas.
Iowa, South Dakota State. I don't think
Iowa.
even need to ask. Wisconsin, Iowa State.
Wisconsin.
Can't pick against them at the moment.
And Auburn.
Auburn, USC.
Auburn. Yep.
Okay.
This is where it gets interesting. I think Iowa beats Kansas.
It's in Chicago. I hate this. This is my least favorite 2 games in the entire tournament because I genuinely believe if Iowa and Wisconsin play, Wisconsin wins.
Any of these 4 teams can make the Final Four.
Yeah, and all right, let's start with Kansas, Iowa. Iowa's hot. Kansas is playing well as well. In Chicago,
Iowa can shoot lights out.
I hate this game. I hate this. This is the worst for my bracket. Everything else I felt pretty confident in. This is where we can lose some points in a bracket pool.
I think Iowa's luck runs out.
You think they run out?
I can only win so many games in a row.
Okay.
Me, I think.
Steve, you good with that?
I'm fine with it.
Rock chalk, baby. I also do think, and I said it last week, how I so many years had Kansas winning it all and was let down. They are due. I mean, they're a good program.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Wisconsin, Auburn. This is an interesting game. I actually don't hate the matchup for Wisconsin. It would be in Chicago. Auburn is young, really young. They have some top talent. This is a tough game to pick. And this is where I don't know if my Wisconsin bias kicks in.
That's why I'm trying to stay out of this one. Because
I was going to stay out of it and let you guys handle it.
All right.
Just for the sake of not being a 1-2 matchup, I'd like to pick Wisconsin.
All right. For the sake of it not being 1-2, I'll take it.
It's a varsity podcast.
But then I don't think
have a little Wisconsin bias in here.
You don't think they beat Kansas? Beef?
Does that put, 3-1 seeds in our...
Well, are you
No.
hold up? Are you good with Kansas?
Yeah, I'm good with
That'd be
Kansas.
2-1 seeds.
That's 2-1 seeds, which makes sense.
Okay,
So we
we
have-
pick Tennessee. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's good with me.
We have
I don't want to
Gonzaga,
put 3-1
Kentucky,
seeds in the Final Four.
Tennessee, Kansas.
I like that.
I actually think it makes sense. The one thing I hate about it is like every year there's a Cinderella team, and I just don't see any Cinderella teams this year. Like,
they're hard to predict.
Well, I think this year, this is such a weird year.
Do we each want to pick one team that could be our Cinderella?
We can do that. Let's do that after the bracket.
Okay.
How about we do the bracket, then we'll do the draft, and then we'll give a Cinderella team.
All right, let's finish off the bracket then.
All right, Gonzaga, Kentucky. I think this could be a really good game.
I think so too.
Perhaps the game of the year. Where is the Final Four? Is in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
That's a long ways away from Spokane, Washington.
Sure is, Jim. Sure is.
Give me Kentucky.
Kentucky?
Yeah, let's ride Kentucky.
I like that. Okay. Tennessee, Kansas.
Do we want to have 2 SEC teams in the national championship?
That's tough.
I don't know.
That's tough.
It is tough. It's also tough because personally, I don't like Kansas's path to the national championship. I feel like they can lose to Iowa, and then they could lose to Wisconsin or Auburn.
What?
He's leaning Tennessee. Do we give it Tennessee? Do we give it Kentucky, Tennessee title game? I mean, we've seen SEC in football in the national title.
How many times does that happen where it's in the same conference in the championship? Can't have
only
happen much.
I'm kind of with B. Like Kansas may not make it there either.
So
that's what I'm worried about, putting them in the like thinking from like a bracket pool perspective, like putting Kansas in the title game might lose us a lot of points.
Tennessee over Arizona is a tough, but
that's true there too.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, so are we going Tennessee? It seems like B's leaning that way. I'm
leaning that way. Yeah.
If you switch your pick to Arizona, and then
I would think Arizona would beat Kansas. Probably, right? So I do think maybe
I would think Arizona would beat Kansas, but I don't know. I kind of want to give Tennessee some love though.
Right. We have Tennessee. I'm just saying if.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, let's ride with the old SEC championship here.
Okay. I mean, this could be fun. All right, pull up their matchups this year, because they played 3 times or twice?
3. Tennessee took 2 of 3.
Okay.
I almost think it's too tough for Tennessee to keep this long stretch, right?
Yeah, Tennessee's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight. So that would make it what?
Heading into the tournament?
Yes.
So that would be 13. If they won, that would be 13 in a row.
Wow.
That's tough.
That's tough. That's tough for an SEC.
I'm leaning Kentucky based on that.
Kentucky beat them early in the year 107-79.
Jeez.
And then that was at Kentucky. Then at home they won by 13. And then in the tournament they won by 7.
I mean, I'm ready to pick Kentucky here.
I am as well, Jim.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm second guessing Tennessee at the moment, but I don't know how they're gonna play in a neutral site because they've won a lot of games at home.
Well, Tennessee, you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, they just won their tournament in a neutral site.
That's fair.
Fair.
All right. So we'll get those brackets on the Instagram. We'll do our official. We'll probably just do our official bracket reveals on Wednesday, but maybe not. I guess we'll kind of talk about that. So we have another little game here. Basically, we're each going to pick a one team from each seed, and we'll just kind of see who does the best. I have like a draft order. I think I sent that to you guys. So we'll do a random generator. We'll do a wheel to see who's the A, who's the B, who's the C, and then we'll go off that. Point scoring, if they lose right away, they get nothing. One, and these are total points, so you don't stack up points. If you lose in the round of 32, you get 1 point. Sweet 16, 2. Elite 8, 4. Final 4, 6. Championship 8, and if you win it all, you get 10. And then we're going to have like a field thing, so you obviously want to beat the field because those are the last picks for each seed. All right. So I have a little wheel here. Let me... I don't know if I can flip my camera. Oh, goodness. All right. We have a wheel. It's going to be upside down, I think. All right. So I'm going to click to spin. Yeah, it's going to be upside down, but whatever. All right. This is for the A spot.
All right.
Am I? Nope. I'm. Okay. Well, whatever. Good enough.
Good enough.
You see it spinning, and it is.
Keep rolling, baby.
Beav. All right. So we're going to remove you. You have the A spot. This is for the B spot.
Sweet.
Okay, looks like I'm taking the B spot. I'm not going to lie. I kind of wanted the C spot. I hate that spot.
I would actually almost like the B spot because those 2 seeds are tempting. Even the 3 seeds are a little tempting.
That's very true.
I know.
That's true. All right. Well.
All right. Let's start it.
Beav, you're on the clock here. It's going to go A, B, C, B, C, A. Yeah, I mean, you guys have the sheet, right?
I have it pulled up.
Okay.
All right. So for the 1 seeds, I'll go Gonzaga.
Okay. I will go. Give me Kansas.
I'll go Arizona. And then.
So the field gets
Baylor.
I hope none of us lose to the field, but because that's the leftover. But all right,
Kentucky.
Oh, 2C. I'm B.
Your spot. So you can pick Kentucky.
Thank you. Okay, so then it's C. So then it's you.
I'll take Villanova.
Nova. All right, Beav.
Ooh.
2 seed. It's either Duke or
know.
Auburn.
I'm seeing Duke or Auburn. I know it's tough. Let's go with Auburn.
Ooh, so Coach K.
We're leaving Coach K to the field.
I kind of love that. All right, now it's going to go Adam, Beav, me for 2 rounds in a row. So this is 3 seed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there are some good 3 seeds.
I'll take Tennessee.
Beav?
It's tough. It's tough, Jim.
This is really tough because the field might get, well, we'll see.
I have a feeling, Jim, you're going to go Wisconsin.
I mean,
like the field might either get Texas Tech or Purdue. Because I already picked Gonzaga, and Texas Tech is in the West as well. I'm going to split it up a little bit and go Purdue.
I didn't think about that because I have Kansas,
yep.
But I'm gonna go with Wisconsin.
My regions.
We can't have the field take Wisconsin.
We're leaving Texas Tech to the field, though. I think that can get interesting.
It could. It very much could. All right, 4 seed Adam, you're up again. Same order because now we just go reverse.
It's got to be UCLA.
Yeah, that's a good call.
It's a good
Okay,
call.
Beeve.
Guess I'll ride with Illinois.
Figured. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I have both. I hate this. Now, this is stupid, but I'm taking Providence. I don't know. I like Vermont a little bit more than I like South Dakota State. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Where are we at now?
5 seeds. And it goes BCA.
Yep. So let's see here. 5 seeds. Oh, I'll take probably Iowa, right? Who are yeah.
I'll go Houston.
Okay.
And I will go St. Mary's.
St. Mary's. Okay. So the field gets who's the other?
UConn.
Ooh.
UConn to the field.
Okay. So now it's Beeve. You have the 6th seed. Yeah, it's ABC now. So you, me, Adam.
Give me Colorado State.
Ooh. All right. State. All right, we're at 6. Damn it. I hate the 6 line this year.
I hate it too, Jim.
I'll take Bama.
I'll take Texas. I don't want anything to do with LSU.
Yeah, no, with the whole coaching thing, I wouldn't touch it either.
All right, 7 seed, same order.
All right. Gosh. The Racers, Murray State.
Okay. All right, let's see. Michigan State, USC, and Ohio. I'll take USC.
I'll take Michigan State.
Okay. So to the field is Ohio State. Okay. Where are we at? 8 seeds. So that's me.
8 seeds. Yep.
I will take North Carolina.
Good pick.
Okay. And Adam, you're up.
I'll take Boise State.
Okay. Boise State. Okay. And Beeve.
I will go San Diego State.
That leaves
Seton Hall. The podcast pick.
All right. 9 seed. Now it goes Adam.
I'll take Memphis. I'll take my matchup of Boise State and Memphis. I'll either take my
guarantee yourself a point.
Yep. Okay. Beeve.
I didn't even think of it through that logic, but I was gonna go Creighton, but I suppose it worked out that way as well. So Creighton, matching up Creighton with San Diego State and taking the point. Didn't even think of that.
All right. I'm gonna try to double dip here. I'm gonna go TCU.
All right.
And then the field gets Marquette. All right. What are we at now? 10 seed?
10 seed.
Same order, Adam?
I'm going to do it again and take Davidson. I don't want to, but I don't like the other two. So.
Okay. Beef.
Sister Jean, baby.
Well, Chicago. I like it. Okay. So I'm either Miami or San Francisco. I'm taking Miami. So I'm doing the same thing then because I have USC. Okay. And then the field gets, what did I just say? San Francisco.
Yeah.
San Francisco. Okay, 11 line now.
Yep.
Okay, that's me, and I
Oh,
will.
yeah. The 11 line is looking nice this year.
I hate this. I'm going Michigan.
Okay.
That did not make me happy, Jim.
I'm sorry.
That was my pick.
I thought you were just because of answer. I think there are some good chances for upsets though in other spots.
Who was my 6 again?
Oh, it is. Wait, did I go first? Yeah.
Yeah, it's you and then Adam.
Who was my 6? Who did I pick at 6 again? I picked Texas, didn't I?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Also, I just realized the 14 line, I have a typo. It should go BCA because it's BCA every time I go.
Okay.
I double dipped twice now. I don't want to do it again.
That's probably smart.
So I'll go Rutgers and hope that's who the
Okay, and well, you get that, so you get Notre Dame as well.
Yeah, Notre Dame too.
Rutgers/ND. Okay.
I didn't think they'd be here for me. Give me the Hokies.
I had to because that would have been my third double dip.
I know why you didn't, but I was surprised that they were there for me because that's probably who I would have went with number 1.
Okay, so then the field gets Iowa State.
They do. I'm telling you, the 11 line this year is intriguing.
Yeah. All right. What are we at? 12 seed?
12.
And I'm last. All right.
Ooh.
12 seed was like the one that okay. So
are you sure you'd be last year?
Yeah. Yep.
Because every other time Dave started, it's ABC.
Oh my gosh.
It is, yeah, Jim. It's ABC.
Okay. Yep. So, thank you for catching that.
Yep.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, it should be the same. Anytime A goes, it's ABC. Anytime B goes, it's
12 slots tough, but I'm gonna ride with. Let's go the Wyoming Indiana line.
All right, fair enough.
I was gonna ride with Jelly, Jim. I was going to.
I wanted Indiana so bad.
I'm sorry I had to do that to you.
No, that's a great pick.
I had to.
All right, I'll take UAB.
I'll take New Mexico State.
Okay. And the field then gets
Richmond.
Richmond, yeah. All right. Okay. Same order then for 13 seed.
This is interesting. South Dakota State.
Okay. So Dakota State. Okay, they play Providence, yeah. I'll take Vermont.
I'll take Chattanooga. Field gets Akron.
Yep.
Ooh. I don't think that one's happening. But I say that now, and now it's going to be a clip. Okay. Okay, now it's me. 14 line. This is where we're probably running out of winners. Give me Yale.
All right. Have to take Colgate.
Man.
Yeah, that's probably the smartest pick here.
Yeah.
All right, Beeve. It's either Montana State or Longwood. Longwood? All right.
Give me Longwood. Whoa, don't clip that out of context. Clip that out of context.
Oh, I wouldn't have even. All right. Yeah, I'm clipping that. That's not going to go on any socials, but I'm clipping that for my own. because that's hilarious.
Oh no!
If I ever need to blackmail you, I think I can now. Okay. All right, we're at Adam. You get to pick the 15 and the 16s first.
Cal State, Fullerton.
Okay. All right.
I know who Beeve wants.
You're damn right. You know. Give me St. Peter's Peacocks.
Okay. These are 15s. I'll take. I actually hate this. I'll take Delaware. Yeah, I'll take Delaware. I actually think Auburn might be the most prone to an upset, but I'm not picking Jacksonville State because they should not be in this tournament.
And then I will
Although I
take
picked Michigan, so whatever.
Norfolk State.
Okay. I'm going to snag Bryant, the winner of Wright State Bryant.
And then
Yeah.
I'll go with the Texas Southern Corpus Christi line.
I just realized I went out of turn, so you actually get to.
I was going to take the Wright State Bryant
Do
line.
it. Yep, my bad.
Yeah. Just because of
jumped the gun.
And hoping Bryant wins.
Yep. Okay, so it's. The only time a 16 seed is won was when the number 1 overall team went down. So I'm taking Georgia State.
Love it.
Okay, so that leaves Texas Southern to the field / Texas A&M. Wait, not Texas. Oh, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. I'm like, wait, what? Okay, A&M. Okay, cool. So we got that. We'll get that all figured out. And then last thing, we're just going to take a Cinderella team. Who are you guys taking? This is not like a draft thing. We can take the same ones. Is there got to be a double-digit. Which double-digit team do you think has the best chance of being in the Final Four? It can be one of the teams you drafted. It could be one of the teams we had going a decent way. However you want to go about it. Whoever wants to start.
I know I'm looking at the bracket, seeing who I want to go with.
Or actually, instead of saying the Final Four, which team do you think will go the farthest? Double digit. We'll just say.
South Dakota State. I don't know why. They put up 86.7 a game, so.
Okay.
And I think the Midwest region's the
group of vulnerability. Isn't that what
Rothstein said?
Yeah, is that what he's calling it? Yeah. Okay.
South Dakota State too, but I'll go with Vermont.
Okay. I got 2 teams in mind. They're a little bit different direction than you guys went. I'd say either Davidson, if they can. We'll see. Otherwise, I think the team I'm going to go with, and I hate this, it's Michigan.
I
hate saying that, but Michigan's got the talent. I don't know. All right. So that went. I mean, we've had some long podcasts. I think that's a good thing, though. It means we're not like running out of things to talk about.
Plenty to talk about this time here.
We can do a bracket reveal Wednesday. I'm starting to think maybe we don't even need to, and maybe we just put them up on social media because we kind of ended up alluding to a lot of our things. So maybe we'll just do that. Let's just put them up. We'll put them up on Wednesday or maybe Thursday morning or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that was the episode. Anything else we didn't cover? We covered a lot.
No, I think that's it.
All right.
Starts tomorrow with the first 4.
Yep. One other thing. So we're probably after this week, because obviously we're going to have games to talk about, just reacting to stuff. But I don't think we'll have as long of an episode. So I was thinking we could add a new thing since this is going to be like a college sports thing. Just the storyline of the week. We each bring in. It's like a show and tell.
Okay.
Just something. It can be interesting. It can be fun. It could be funny. And let's try to keep it basketball related this week. Just so we have other stuff to talk about. And then football season, we would just do non-football related.
Okay.
Something like the Bellarmine story.
Yep.
Just something interesting or funny or whatever. It doesn't, just for content. But all right, and we'll talk more about that off the podcast. All right. So that was episode 2. I thought it went pretty well again. Yep. So if you guys don't have anything else to say, then I think we're good.
Shout out LSU Gymnastics.
All right. Love that. Also, we obviously didn't do a guest because we had a lot to do. I don't know. Maybe we'll try for a guest next week. I'm thinking probably not, but perhaps. I don't know. I feel like we could pull some interesting guests if we really try to. So we'll see. But that's the episode. Thanks, guys, and we'll make sure to follow us if you actually are watching this somehow an hour and 46 minutes into it on Instagram at Varsity Pod, because that's where we're going to be shooting out content. And we got a link tree in there with everything else. All right. Thanks, guys. Peace.